Independent film, or known as indie movie film, is a feature film or short film made outside the major film studio system. Independent film is some form of filmmaking that takes place outside the conventional commercial film industry. As we can see, the film is very bit different with other films. They also do not follow the same formula as what in the studio movies. They have their own ideas and concept to make a low-budget film. One of the independent film is GADOH. GADOH is a film in produced association by Commas in collaboration and co-directed by Brenda Tanker and Namron. It tells the story of a group of teenagers confronting each other along racial lines, a spiral of racism and abuse that their school and community system have further intensified. GADOH was shot using the DV technology, local talents, resources and sites. The film offers a form of action and conventional cinema that prototypically focuses around the monotony elements of love, tragedy and humor that are melodramatic. The storyline of this film revolves around the reconciliation of two student groups involved in race-based gangs. The gangs are segregated into a Malay community led by Khalil and the Chinese led by Hank in the view of others with hatred. These gangs frequently come to blows over trivial matters, metaphoric ally representing the often intractable relationship between the Malays and Chinese. GADOH is a film that attempts through confrontation at school to resolve racism in a very real way, in comparison to the abundance of many others with grounded characters and actual convincing dialogue. It is one of the more realistic Malaysian films. The film did not hold back on its portrayal of Malaysian society, the presence of student smoking, racist insult and underage drinking. The cinematography captures the spirit of everyday circumstances that are still present in the country, and racist insult, among other things, hit closer to home than people would perceive. Though it falls to cliches and stereotypes with a simplistic storyline, even considering its independent production values and technicalities, it is the pure integrity and relatable scenarios that leave a lasting impact of this film.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. So today I will tell you a story, but before that, let me change to a proper attire. Well, alright. So, on the night of 18 October 1987, a soldier, Private Adam Jaafar, ran on with pen M16 in the area of Chalkit, Kuala Lumpur. Due to thorny circumstances of the time and place, his amok triggered a city of panic and rumor of racial riot. Why did he do it? Why were Malaysians so jittery at the time? And what happened next? The big DURIAN speak to 23 Malaysians, some real and some fictional, to find out what exactly happened that day. Basically, Anna Muhammad is the narrator for this film, one of the independent filmmakers in Kuala Lumpur. For your information, this is the first film about politics and racial relations in Malaysia, covering major issues of race, religion, youth, the media, and pop music of the 80s. This is using interviewer method, which the interviews reveal bits of mystery and talk more about society nowadays. Talking about Private Adam, he was suffering from mental illness. In his family, he is trying to burn down a gas station, but it is unsuccessful, and also he was shooting a building. This incident happened in Chalkit district of Kuala Lumpur. A working class Chinese area set out to eliminate the suppressed history of racial tension in Malaysia. This not only concerned about Adam, but also why people freak out. Build up Kuala Lumpur as a big DURIAN, a noble coalition of special interests who smell full, taste sickly sweet. This film became more edgy because of the political atmosphere that caused citizens to panic and shut down for a few days. This filmmaker of this film has an original montage approach and also comments about his filmmaking process. This film do not have any script, but Amir Muhammad sometimes appear in the film as a narrator. That's all from me, thank you.
So the third movie that we would like to review is Things We Do When We Fall in Love. It was directed by James Lee. It was aired in Malaysia somewhere in 2007. So let's take a minute and watch some of the scenes in the video. How's the movie? It's not that very interesting, isn't it? Yeah, I know, I get you. To be compared with the romantic movie that we know, such as the Titanic, it is very different. It's like the very cheap one because of the handy shaking and that keeps following the actor from. So basically this movie is actually about these two unfortunate couple who are seeking to solve their problem with their situation right now, because in the current situation this is Amy and the guy Lo is having issues with their relationship. Amy as the school primary teacher, while the Lo is the computer programmer. They keep having argument, and they don't even know why they are spending time together, why they are being together. So that's why they went on a trip to figure it out on to solve their situation. But unfortunately, even though they went up to the countryside, they still can't fix it. Yeah. So why hesitate? Let's watch the movie together.